Ever pondered the mysteries of memory? How does the brain capture, store, and retrieve information? Well, the human memory is a complex yet fascinating system. It's a bit like a supercomputer, processing countless bits of information every second. The brain's ability to remember is powered by a process called encoding, storage, and retrieval. Think of it as a library. Encoding is like cataloging a book, storage is placing it on the shelf, and retrieval is finding that book when you need it. Let's delve deeper into the science behind memory. The human brain contains approximately 86 billion neurons, each connected by synapses. When we learn something new, these synapses fire signals that create a unique pattern. A bit like a fingerprint, this pattern forms the basis of a memory. Now let's talk about long-term potentiation, or LTP. This is the process that strengthens synaptic connections. Picture it as a well-used path in a forest. The more you traverse the path, the more established it becomes and the easier it is to navigate. That's essentially what happens in your brain when you repeat a piece of information. The synaptic pathway becomes stronger, making it easier for you to retrieve that information later. So, what about neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin? These chemicals play a significant role in memory. Dopamine, often called the reward neurotransmitter, helps in the encoding and consolidation of memories. Meanwhile, serotonin, the mood neurotransmitter, influences memory and learning. A balanced level of these neurotransmitters is crucial for maintaining a healthy memory system. Understanding the science behind memory can help us better appreciate its complexity and potential. It's not just about storing and recalling information, but about the intricate processes and components that make these actions possible. So the next time you remember something, take a moment to appreciate the marvel that is your brain. Did you know there are different types of memory? Yes, our brain doesn't just store information in a single, uniform way. It categorizes and stores different types of information in different ways, and in different areas of the brain. Let's delve into this fascinating process. Firstly, we have short-term memory, also known as working memory. This is like the brain's post-it note. It temporarily holds information that we are currently using or processing. Think of it as a mental workspace where information is actively held in mind. Next, we have long-term memory, which is like the brain's filing cabinet. It's where we store information that we don't need to use immediately but may need later. This type of memory can last from a few minutes to a few decades. Thirdly, there's sensory memory, which is the briefest form of memory. It's an automatic response and is not under conscious control. It allows individuals to retain impressions of sensory information after the original stimulus has ended. Now, let's talk about explicit and implicit memory. Explicit memory, also known as declarative memory, involves conscious thought. It's the memory of facts and events, and refers to those memories that can be consciously recalled or declared. It has two subtypes, episodic and semantic. Episodic memory is our memory of experiences and specific events in time, while semantic memory refers to general world knowledge that we have accumulated throughout our lives. Implicit memory, on the other hand, is the use of past experiences to inform current behavior, and it's not under conscious control. It includes procedural memory, which is the memory of how to do things. It's fascinating to know that different types of memory are stored in different parts of the brain. For instance, the hippocampus is essential for memory formation, the frontal cortex for working memory tasks, and the amygdala for emotional memory. Knowing the different types of memory can help us tailor our memory enhancement strategies. For instance, repetition is beneficial for long-term memory, while focus is crucial for working memory. By understanding the different types of memory, we can better equip ourselves to boost our memory power and harness the potential of our amazing brains. Welcome to the world of memory techniques. These strategies can help us improve our memory and make the most out of our brain's incredible capabilities. Let's dive into some of the most effective ones. First up is the method of loci. This is an ancient technique that dates back to the Greek and Roman times. It involves associating information with specific locations, or loci, in a mental image of a spatial environment. Think of it as creating a memory palace, where each room contains a piece of information. For example, if you're trying to remember a shopping list, you might imagine walking through your house and associating each item with a different room. The bread might be in the kitchen, the shampoo in the bathroom, and so on. When you need to recall the list, you simply take a mental walk through your house and collect the items from each room. Next, we have mnemonic devices. These are techniques that use associations to remember information. One popular type of mnemonic is an acronym where each letter stands for a word. For example, the acronym HOMES can help you remember the names of the Great Lakes, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. Another type of mnemonic is a rhyme. A classic example is I before E except after CE, used to remember a common spelling rule. Mnemonics are a fun and effective way to remember information, especially lists and rules. Last but not least, let's talk about spaced repetition. This learning technique involves reviewing information at increasing intervals over time. Instead of cramming all your study into one session, you spread it out over several sessions, reviewing the information just when you're about to forget it. This technique is known to significantly improve the efficiency of your memory and is particularly useful when you're studying for exams or trying to learn a new language. With these techniques, you can take your memory skills to the next level. Remember, the brain is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. So why not give these techniques a try and see how much your memory can improve? Now, how can one bolster this memory system? The answer lies in 5 simple, easy-to-follow steps. First, focus. The brain is more likely to remember things that are given full attention. It's like shining a spotlight on something in a dark room. The more intensely you focus, the brighter the spotlight, and the easier it is to find that book later. Second, repetition. It's the age-old method that still holds true. Repeating information helps to reinforce the neural pathways, making retrieval easier. It's akin to walking the same path over and over until it becomes a well-trodden trail. Third, get restful sleep. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories, moving them from short-term to long-term storage. Think of it as the library's night shift, quietly filing away books while the rest of the world sleeps. Fourth, stay active. Physical activity boosts blood flow to the brain, improving cognitive functions, including memory. It's like giving your brain a workout, strengthening it just as exercise strengthens muscles. Lastly, maintain a healthy diet. Certain foods like fatty fish, blueberries, and turmeric are known to enhance memory and brain health. Picture it as fuel for your supercomputer, keeping it running smoothly and efficiently. Now let's summarize these memory-boosting steps. Focus your attention, repeat the information, get plenty of sleep, stay physically active, and maintain a healthy diet. Simple, right? These steps are not just about improving memory, they're about enhancing overall brain health. Remember, the brain is a marvel, an intricate system capable of extraordinary things. By understanding how memory works and how to improve it, you're not just boosting your ability to remember, you're unlocking the full potential of your brain, empowering yourself to learn, grow, and thrive in every aspect of life. So whether you're seeking to ace your exams, excel in your career, or simply remember where you left your keys, these steps can make a significant difference. Harness the power of your memory, be the master of your mind. And remember, the key to a strong memory is not just about what you do, but how consistently you do it. Consistency is the secret ingredient to a sharper, more reliable memory. In the words of the great philosopher Lao Tzu, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So, take that first step today. Begin your journey to a better memory. After all, the power to remember is the power to live fully and learn endlessly. And that, dear listener, is a power well worth harnessing.